Now, Techlify HR by default comes with a host of statuses that you can assign to your employees. So you have current employees, fired, probationary, resigned, retired, and temporarily inactive employee. So if I filter by fired and resigned, if you'll remember, James 007 had resigned from the company, so here you see James show up. Now, let's just browse out and browse back in here, and we'll see as well that two statuses get selected by default. Now, what if you had some custom use case for custom statuses for employees, and what if and how exactly do these statuses get selected by default? Now, Techlify HR does provide a mechanism by which you can add your own custom statuses, and we actually have a good use case here. Josh, our new director, is actually a foreigner, and he just came in the country, and he's in Guyana temporarily, but he needs his work permit to be confirmed as a permanent employee in the company. So what if we wanted a status to track that, so we know what team members, how they're transitioning through various steps within their various processes? So let's go to settings, and you'll see employee statuses as an option here. And by default, you will see the list of statuses. Now, if we take a step back to our employee list, let me just refresh that employees list. Yeah, if we take a step back to our employee list, we'll see two statuses are selected by default. And if we go back to the statuses, we'll see that those two statuses are the ones that are active. So basically, any status that is considered active, meaning employees with this status are active within the organization, will show up by default, and these two statuses, of course, will be selected by default. Now for John, let's say we wanted a new status, and let's call it awaiting work permit. Right, so this employee is in Guyana. He or she permit. You can also specify if this is an active or inactive status. I'm gonna go ahead and hit save, and there we go. We'll see the status show up. Now if we go back to employees, and let me go to Josh's profile. Yep, here you go. You'll see the ability to update status, and you will see our new status show up here, awaiting work permit. So I'll go ahead and update Josh to this status, and we'll say, he did join March 1st. So we'll say that, hey, since the 3rd of March, Josh is awaiting work permit. And if I go back to our employees list, so one, you remember we updated that status, and two, you remember I mentioned earlier that all of the employee statuses that are active will be selected by default. So now on our new employees list, you'll see that awaiting work permit is selected by default because employees of this status are active employees. And then if we look at Josh here, we'll see that, hey, his status is awaiting work permit. So this is how you would go about adding a new status, a custom status for an employee, and how it integrates directly with Techlify HR. And you can set these as active, inactive. If you needed to add different reasons why somebody may have left the company, you can add all of that. And then of course, filtering by a status can be done. So the new status that you added, you'll see that we can filter by this new status. So it's all a very configurable system, and it's very dynamic once you've added a status.